Okay, we're doing something a little bit different today here at Memoria. We have been doing a lot of All Will Be One. Our last video was on the completed bundle. We've been kind of jumping around a lot. We've done some March of the Machine, a little bit of All Will Be One, and tonight we're going even further back with the Brothers War. I know nothing about this set. Apparently there are Transformers cards in this set. I did not know anything about this. I was mostly interested in this because of the Phyrexians that are in here. It's a little bit of backstory on Urza. Lore-wise, it's a very interesting set. And there is a card in here that I need for my Caesar deck. So we're going to do a little bit of Valentine's Day stuff to spoil each other today. And instead of buying my pre-order for Final Fantasy VII, I decided to get one of these because it was cheaper and our LGS is trying to get rid of them. So we're going to crack this sucker open, see what we get out of it. Apparently there's a guaranteed Transformers card in this, like how Exelon was doing that with the Jurassic World cards. Oh, this is nice. So for those of you who don't know, I do make a binder for every set that I open. Might have to get another one of these so I can get another one of these old posters. This is really cool. So yeah, Mishra's Burnished Banner, a Malevolent Menagerie of Machines, say that 5 times fast, or Urza's Iron Alliance, get your gears turning. So whenever I make a binder for cards, I like to put some of the official artwork on the front, and that kind of gives me an idea of what's in there because I separate everything by sets. So Baldur's Gate and Adventures in the Forgotten Realm, they share a binder because it's all Adventures in the Forgotten Realms type stuff. Exelon has one that's complete with all of the Jurassic World stuff in there as well. So we'll be making All Will Be One. We will be making a... Ooh, this is pretty. We'll be making one for March of the Machine once we get done with that. Hey, it's really nice. I don't know if you can see it on here with the way the lighting is. Yeah, a little bit. It is kind of a see-through spin down. There's the symbol for the Brothers War right there. Let's see what we're able to roll. Hey, lucky number 7. All right. Okay, what else we got in here? Looks like Mishra with a Dragon Engine. And Urza with the Golgothian Silex. That's cool. We'll set these over off to the side. So we got 12 set booster packs to go through. Really, this box is kind of nice. I really like the artwork for this. You know what? Screw it. Let's open up these first. I have no idea what to expect out of these. Looks like this is the Transformers card for this. Blitzwing, Cruel Tormentor, a mythic. And turns into Adaptive Assailant. I'll have to look these up. I know nothing about these Transformers cards. That's kind of neat, though. They are the old 1980 cartoon artwork. Bunch of basic lands. I'll go through those later. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Queen Kyla Ben Krug. One mountain. Is that misprinted? That is really weird centering on that one. Is this card misprinted? It is Pringled to hell. Good gravy. That is so bad. Human Noble. Discard all the cards in your hand. Then, so wheel your hand. You may choose an artifact or creature card with mana value 1 you discard this way. And do the same for artifact or creature cards with mana values 2 or 3. Return those cards to the battlefield. My buddy Eric might be interested in this. He's making a 5-color mirror deck for Commander, so that might be something he'd be interested in. Jeez. Okay, I know literally nothing about this set. Not a damn thing. I know the story behind it. I know about Myrel, Shield of Argive as a card. I know that Urza and Mishra and the Mox Amber are in this. And beyond that, I know nothing about these cards. So this will be fun to open this up. Who is this? Is this Gaia? Titania's command. Okay. Alright, got a Swampert. Unleash the Shell. Moment of Defiance. Coastal Bulwark. A wall. This is the first wall I think I've ever owned. Gets +2/0 as long as you control an island. Interesting. Surveil 1. Okay. Keeper of the Cadence. Okay, these are uncommons. Steel Exemplar. Repair and Recharge. That's a nice little recursion card. Okay. Gaia's Courser. Draw a card. Okay, a Bonesaw. This almost looks like an Antiquities card. Equip creature gets +1/0, equip 1 for 0. Okie dokie. Ooh, Chromatic Star. That's a good little pull. I do know this card from Arena. This is a nice little pull. Okay. Drafna, founder of Lot Lam. I use this card to pick the one ring back up and get infinite invincibility. Did not know this came out of Brothers War. That's a nice little pickup too. And then we got Mishra's Research deck as our foil and a Thran Power Stone token to use with Karn. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we can get out of here. We're going to take it a little slow this time. We kind of rushed through All Be One, the completed packs, just because I was in a rush. Not really in a rush anymore. Is this Key to the City? Yes, it is. Swampert again. Got a Recommission. Urza's Rebuff. Here we go. 3-mana counterspell or tap 2 target creatures. That's a decent little card. Veteran's Power Blade. Okay. Guiding Warplow. Prototype. You may cast a spell with a different mana cost, color, and size. It keeps its abilities in type. I don't understand. So if you pay the 1 swamp instead of the 6, you get Death Touch, and then otherwise you get nothing? Or you get Prototype. You make... Okay, I'm assuming that's what that means, that you pay the 1 in a swamp and it gets to keep the Death Touch. Haywire Might, here's a good little card. This is something that I actually need for a few decks. When it dies, gain 2 life, you pay 1 force, and you can sacrifice this card. And then exile a non-target artifact or non-creature enchantment. Pretty good little piece of removal for 1 mana. 2 target artifacts and or creatures. Put 2 stun counters on it. It attacks, exile target creature card from a graveyard. Okay, with an unearth. And Antiquities looking Swiftfoot Boots. Ashnod, Flesh Mechanist. Has Death Touch, and whenever this card attacks, you may sacrifice another creature, and if you do, create a Power Stone token. Alright. This is the same card we pulled out of here. God, that one is so far off. So yeah, this is the same card. I guess this is just an old retro bordering for it, alternate art. Oh wow, we got a list pull of the Wanderer. I don't know what set this is from, but yeah. She just prevents all non-combat damage. Wow, that's a pretty neat effect. Okay. I was not expecting to get any list pulls. Blitzwing, you gotta move. Okay. Exile target creature with power 4 or greater. You can do that twice. Or if you put her in a proliferate deck, you can constantly bring those planeswalker counters up. That might be a good little idea. I was thinking about making a little bit of Super Friends type stuff for Traxa. Stone Retrieval Unit. There's a battlefield, create a tap Power Stone token. Okay. Tawno's Tinkering. Put 2/1/1 counters on target creature or land you control. Untap it. Untap that permanent. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 creature in addition to its other types. Okay. Aeronaut's Wings. This is a decent little card. Pay basically 4 mana and get flying in a 1/0. Gaia's Gift. We got that art card a few seconds ago. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains Reach, Trample, and Hexproof. What the fuck? And indestructible until end of turn. That's a nice little effect for, what is that? 1 mana? 2 mana? Urza, Power Stone Prodigy. I was not expecting Urza to be an uncommon. Yotian Tactician. Other soldiers you control get 1/1. Great Desert Prospector. Enters the battlefield. Create a tapped Power Stone token. Okay, and a random ass. God, these are so weird. Transformers card. I'm going to look these up and see if they're worth anything. Azorius, Transformers, Burnished Heart. That's a good little pull. And then Kylo's Reconstruction. Look at top 7 cards of your library. Put up to X artifact and or creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of the library in a random order. Okay, decent. And then Mishra's Onslaught. Let me put this card with the foils. Grade 2, 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. Creatures you control get 2/0. Okay, and yeah. Magic, why is that even included? Like, come on, man. Alright. Looks like we got a signed Urza Planeswalker card. That's pretty good. Okay. Island. Deadly Riposte. This is a decent card. Deal 3 damage to target tap creature and you gain 2 life for 2 mana. Desynchronize. This is when Teferi was no longer able to stay in the timeline. Target non-land permanent's owner puts it on top or bottom of their library and scry 2. Bit of Reunion. Scatter Ray. Counter target artifact or creature spell unless they pay 4 for 2 mana. That's pretty damn good. Why is it counter spells are always like 2 mana and common? Like, you would think that would be a little bit more of a rare card. It does quite a bit. Phyrexian Humans. When Disciples of Gix enter the battlefield, search your library for up to 3 artifact cards and put them into your graveyard and shuffle. Thopter Architect. There's the battlefield under your control. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Su-Chi, Graveguard. It's a construct with vigilance and ward 4. And when it dies, add 8 colorless mana until end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Okay. Urza again. Okay. Adaptive Automaton. As this card enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Adaptive Automaton is the chosen type in addition to its other types. Other creatures you control of the chosen type get 1/1. Nice. Transmogrant's Crown. Equipped creature gets 2/0, and whenever it dies, draw a card. So basically, it's a better Skull Clamp. And Angel of Synthesis. A Phyrexian Human Cleric. Enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, this card gets +1/0 and has Menace. Decent. I'm not really a big fan of those end of turn effects though, so how many of these have we opened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many were supposed to be in this? It's supposed to be 12. Am I missing some? 1, 2, 3. We definitely have not gone through 12 packs. What's going on here? Oh, it's 8 packs. Okay, we are good. They just have 12 cards each. Alright, that makes a lot more sense. Alright. I thought we were getting gypped. I was about to be like, let's see, where are the rest of my freaking packs? But we're good. Okay, Foundry Inspector. Ooh, that's a cool looking basic land card. Nice little planes. Tom Skull Scrapsmith. Enters the battlefield. Mill 3 cards. I already hate it. You may put an artifact card from among the cards milled this way to your hand if you don't put a 1/1 counter on this card. Okay. Machine over matter. 1 less to cast. If you control an artifact creature, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So for 1 mana, just be like, no, put this back in your hand. That's pretty good. Inscripted Infantry. Dies, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. Tower Worker. Reach. Tap this, add 1 colorless. If you control creatures named Mine and Power Plant Worker, go figure, it's like the Urza lands, except for creatures, add 3 instead. Okay, got Hero of the Dunes. There's a battlefield. Return target artifact or creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Go figure, Aristocrats in Orzhov. Creatures control mana value 3 or less get +1/0. Not bad. Static Net. Here's the battlefield. Exile target. Non-land permanent and opponent controls until Static Net leaves the battlefield. Okay. Giant Cindermaw. Oh, can't gain life. Splitting the Power Stone. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact. Create 2 tap Power Stone tokens. If the sacrifice artifact was legendary, draw a card. Okay, Soul Guide Lantern. I know this card from Eldraine. Funny enough. Okay, we got a Fade from History. Each player who controls an artifact or enchantment creates a 2/2 green bear creature token and destroy all artifacts and enchantments. That's funny. Just get rid of your shit, please. We got a Blanchwood Prowler. There's a battlefield. Mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among those cards milled this way into your hand. If you don't, put a 1/1 counter on this card. So very much like that other one we had a few minutes ago. And we have a zombie. But it's a robot. You lied to me. Alright, 3 packs to go. Let's see if we can get any good stuff out of here so far. To me, it's been kind of underwhelming. Who knows? Maybe these Transformers cards are a lot harder to get. Kind of like the... Ooh. I like that. Maybe they're a lot harder to get. Kind of like the Jurassic World cards. Evolving Wilds. Hoarding Recluse. Reach and Death Touch. Okay. Dies. Put up to 1 other target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Power Stone Fracture. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Aeronaut Cavalry. Used to see this card a lot in Arena. Swift Gear Drake. Okay. There's the battlefield. Put up to 1 target creature card from the graveyard on the bottom of the owner's library. Not bad. We already saw this card a little while ago. Where did my uncommon start? We have drawn you already. We have drawn you already. That's kind of unfortunate. We've drawn you already. Okay, we got Herkill, Master Wizard. At the beginning of your end step, if you cast a non-creature spell this turn, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. For each card type among non-creature spells you've cast this turn, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand. What is this paragraph? Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This reminds me of Atraxa, the Uniter card. We literally just drew this card in non-foil a few minutes ago. And a soldier creature token. 2 more. Come on, man. Get something spicy that's not a Transformer. Like Mox Power Stone, Urza Planeswalker. Hell, Mishra himself would be a great card. Gix. Something. Forest. Wasteful Harvest. Mill 5 cards. Put a permanent card from among those cards milled this way into your hand. Chain Dancer. Gains double strike. Until end of turn. Okay, decent. Curate. Surveil 2 and then draw a card, so you get to draw 2 cards. That's for 2 mana, that's not bad. That's pretty damn good, honestly. I think the commons in this set are better than some of the other ones. Forging the Anchor. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of artifact cards from among them this way. Put the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of the library in a random order. That would be good for a little artifact or mirror deck. Lay down arms. Exile target creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of planes you control. Okay. Gaia's Courser. Attacks. If there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, draw a card. No One Left Behind. Spell costs 3 less to cast. If a targeted creature card with mana value 3 or less, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Here we go. Pristine Talisman. Add 1 mana and gain a life for 3 mana. Decent. Hey! Here we fucking go! Mox Amber. This is one of the cards I wanted to get. Add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures or planeswalkers you control. This is a good little card. You pay 0 for this, just like the Power 9 Mox cards. This is a good hit. I was hoping to get this card. 2 mythics in... Okay, here we go. Here we go. 2 mythics in the same pack. Blade Coil Serpent. There's the battlefield for each water island mana spent to cast it. Draw a card. For every swamp, each opponent discards a card. And for every double mountain spent to cast it, it gets +1/0 and trample and haste until end of turn. Mountains could be good if you're trying to end the game, but otherwise I think islands and swamps would be the best way to go with this. This is a damn good card. Eric, that would work in your artifact deck pretty well itself. Then we got Depth Charge Colossus. Doesn't untap during your untap step. Here we go. And a list card. Alright. Linvala, Shield of the Seagate. Angel Wizard. Azorius. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, what the hell does that mean? Choose target non-land permanent an opponent controls. Until your next turn, it can't attack or block. Its activated abilities can't be activated. Sacrifice this card. Choose Hexproof or Indestructible, and creatures you control gain that ability until end of turn. Okay, we have hit some pretty damn good list cards out of this so far. Just got our first 2 non-transformer mythics. So, can't complain. Excuse me, I'm trying to choke on some pecans. Okay, 1 pack left. Got a Swampert. Argothian Opportunist. Enters the battlefield, create a tapped Power Stone token. Wing Commando. Flying. Prowess. Good little abilities there. Clay Revenant. Enters the battlefield tapped. For 1 mana. Okay. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Not a good card. Alright. Enchant Creature. This card enters the battlefield. Scry 2. Enchant Creature can attack or block. Its activated abilities can't be activated. That would be good for my Galadriel deck. Alright. Ironclaw Crusher. Whenever it attacks, target attacking creature gets X0 until end of turn, where X is Ironclaw Crusher's power. So I'm assuming with these prototype cards, you do not get this effect unless you pay this, which seems silly when it costs more than this. But I guess it's because you could put this in a different deck, like a colorless deck, and just have a 4/6 vanilla, or you could pay the 2 forest and get a 2/5 that is weaker, but it also gets this ability. I'm assuming that's how this works. Gurgling Anointer. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on this card. When it dies, return another target creature card with mana value less than or equal to this card's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a decent little effect. Mask of the Jade Crafter. Sacrifice this card, create an XX colorless golem artifact creature token. Activate only as a sorcery. And then you can unearth it. Gurgling Annoyer. Didn't we literally just read this card? I hate when that happens. Alright. Gold. Okay, this is a rare. Rune Crafter's Pike. Equip creature has first strike and gets plus X0, where X is the number of instant sorcery cards in the graveyard. This would be good for your Ojutai deck, Eric. Jeez. Okay. Gixian Puppeteer. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. When Gixian Puppeteer dies, return another target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, another good little card. Shoot down. Okay, I've seen this card from Baldur's Gate and then that. Alright, so that's going to be it. Honestly, I think I'm more excited about the list pulls that we hit. No Myrel, but Mox Amber was definitely one of my chase cards out of this, so I'm happy about that. I'll have to look up how much this card is. I'm pretty sure this has got a little bit of heft as far as price goes. Let me look real quick. I know this card was one of the more sought after cards out of this set. And I have no idea what these Transformer cards are worth. I mean, I know this is technically a mythic that we hit today, but I don't know how good these are, if they're worth anything or what. Let's consult good old TCG Player real quick. If it'll load. If it'll load. Come on. Still riding that high from opening up Shield Dread the other night. That was that's still a crazy hit. Apparently I found out that is the second most expensive reprint that came out in 2023. So considering we are not opening up really anything from 2024 outside of Assassin's Creed and Fallout this year, because everything else just seems kind of meh to me. Who knows? I might open up some next year, but I'm trying to catch up on everything else that came out this year. Alright, Mox Amber. Ooh, yeah, the schematic version, yeah. No, this is the retro frame, not the... Okay, so this card's going for $25 right now. Unless you got lucky and hit the serial number version, which is going for over $1,000. Let's see what these guys are going for right now. Hold up. Gold Bug? What a stupid name. Oh, wowee. A whole whopping 35 cents for that mythic. Boy, I sure am glad there were Transformers cards in here. I don't think anyone really cared about these. That's probably why my LGS has a metric fuck ton of these cards in. Blitzwing, Cruel Tormentor. Is that what this is? 61 cents near man. Oh my god, guys, we broke even just off these two cards. We got a whole dollar, not even, out of these two Transformers cards. I'm so glad these were in the set. So this is going to be the card that pretty much saved this. Mox Amulet, or Mox Amber in the retro border, going for a whole $24. Everything else here is kind of meh. Still really good cards besides the price. Price-wise, probably not worth a whole lot, but good cards are good cards. We're Magic the Gathering players. We're looking to play these more than anything. So, well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Go ahead and like the channel, subscribe. Fallout has already been pre-ordered. I'm just waiting for it to get here by March 11th. So keep an eye out for that. We will have more videos coming out periodically throughout the rest of the month of February. But mostly we are saving up for Fallout because we're going to be opening up a metric ton of that. Probably also going to be opening up a Commander Masters set booster box around the same time, sometime in March. Same thing with a collector booster box of All Be One and Baldur's Gate. We still need to finish up AFR. I am missing about $121 in cards there, so I want to try and get as many of those as I can out of boosties and then pay for the rest. Anyway, until then, just keep an eye on the channel. Like I just said, we're going to have a ton of cool openings coming up soon. This 7 did nothing for me. But, like I said, love the channel. We will be back as soon as we can with a little bit more to open up for you guys. Oh, also, we're going to be doing deck tech soon. Probably sometime tonight, I'm going to be recording a video on Gishath, Sun's Avatar, and the deck that I built for Gishath, how it works, cards I would recommend for it, cards I would recommend to fix the deck that I currently have, because, let's face it, there is no perfect deck, especially in Commander. We'll be doing Gishath, Miram, Sentinel Worm, and what else? Probably my Sauron deck as well. We'll be doing a deck tech on it. But yeah, we will see you guys on the flip side. Bye!